Today we're going to be doing a flip through of the Tarot of the Witches, and this is a very special tarot deck to me. This was actually the first deck I ever received when I was 13 years old. Okay, so Tarot of the Witches came out in 1974. It was famous for being in the James Bond movie Live and Let Die. This is actually the same box that the pack that I got in 1990 from a friend when I was 13 years old. Actually was my first deck of tarot cards. Came in this box, and I lost the original deck. I think my dog chewed them up when I was a teenager, and then when I was in high school, and then I ended up finally getting a new pack a few months ago, and I was actually missing these cards a lot. So I'm not sure, but I think the original pack may have been similar to this, but I did hear that the backing on them was blue pattern and it had a 007 on it after the James Bond movie came out. I don't know if every pack was like that or not. It did have a guidebook that you can purchase. I used to actually have this book. I'm not sure what happened to mine. I might have lost it in a house fire. But I did just reorder this today. I found it for $15.99 on a book website, and I've seen it before for like $54. So I actually really did miss the book and want to get it again. So I got it. I found it today. And the book is a guide to the cards. I think it does have information about each particular card and painting. And the cards were actually painted by Fergus Hall, a guy named Fergus Hall, and they were oil paintings that they took the cards from. So that's pretty awesome. They're kind of surreal, and Fergus Hall, I guess, was also a guy that did circus posters. So they have that kind of feel to them too, like a circus poster, and kind of simple art, but we'll get to that. This box is beat up. I think this was actually from 1974 when I ordered it, I'm pretty sure it said it was actually from 1974. So this box is actually pretty beat up. But anyway, so I also found it in this box. And this is a newer edition of it. It does talk about the cards. On the back a little bit, it says Tarot of the Witches recognizes the occult kinship between witchcraft and ancient secrets of the arcana. Taking its influence from the surrealist art movement, the deck depicts dreamlike fantasies with bold colors and fanciful paintings. And that is absolutely true. And then talks here about the James Bond movie, Live and Let Die, in 1973. I've never seen Live and Let Die, so I don't know. I've never seen any James Bond movie, but yeah, the cards were in the movie, so that's kind of cool. Maybe someday I'll check it out. I doubt it at this point, though. But then it comes with a tarot map where a 10-card spread, which is kind of cool. And you don't have to use this spread if, of course, if you have a different one that you like. Okay, and then let's get to the cards. So here's the front of the box. This is the newer box when you buy them brand new. Yeah. I put all these in order today too. So we can take, and then it does come with a description book here, but the real book that comes with these cards is great. And okay, so it has this in here too. And I'm not sure, like I've looked for it online. I don't know if US Games is still selling this book, but I bought it off of a used website today. And then it talks about the popular James Bond film Live and Let Die, which I've never seen. But yeah, I would look around for it because, like I said, I saw it for like $54, and then today I got it for $15. So, getting to the cards, this is the first one. This is the Fool, and I love how this is like a cat-like animal with spots. It's different from these cards are way different from the Rider-Waite-Smith cards. Sorry, I paused there. My dog was freaking out at somebody walking by. But anyway, these cards are different from the Rider-Waite-Smith, Pamela Colman Smith artwork. And these actually are more like the original Marseille tarot, or Tarot de Marseille. And only the major arcana and the court cards have pictures. The rest of them, the rest of the suits are like Five of Wands is just five wands. You'll see. But if you're not familiar with the Marseille and the number system in the Marseille, these might be a little bit more difficult to learn from. So they definitely were hard for me as a kid to learn from. So yeah, these actually are like a surreal version to me of the Marseille, and I actually really, 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 really love that. But a lot of people either love or hate these cards. I absolutely love them. They bring back so many wonderful memories of my life. Them being the first tarot cards I ever owned. I love the pictures. I love the colors, the feeling from them. And a lot of people really don't like them because they're not as detailed as the Pamela Colman Smith artwork. And if you're into that deck more than the Tarot de Marseille, they are difficult to read with no pictures on the suits. But anyway, let's keep going and just check these out. And then here's the Magician. And I love the orange cat, the orange striped cat. And I mean, it's like there's not a lot of detail, but if you know what the cards mean, that's really fine. I love different pictures in tarot and different artwork. And then this is the High Priestess. Then the Empress. And I always loved that she had hearts on her cheeks in her blue eyeshadow. Okay, then we have the Emperor. The Hierophant. I love his beard with the nest in it. He's all just sitting there. And yeah, like they do remind me of circus drawings. Here's the Lovers. And I guess this is the real famous one from the movie Live and Let Die. But yeah, I'll have to check it out someday. I really will. I mean, just to see the tarot deck. Then here's the Chariot. The Strength, definitely like a circus performer, like the guy, the guy that can lift all the weights and everything. And it's just, yeah, a lot of people do not like these cards. I have to say, I have always, always, always loved them. And then the Wheel of Fortune, just, I like how it's like in a space all by itself, just sitting in the tree like that. It's just kind of eerie looking and innocent still, like with the rainbows on it and the hearts and all the different things that can happen. I just really, really, really like the Justice. Okay. Then we have the Hangman. I always liked that he had a butterfly net. And it kind of represents like, kind of trying to catch something that's free and like inspiration and just winds blowing. And then that he's got a book. He's definitely on a path to learning and growth. So, and he's safe too. He's not that far off the ground. He's kind of safe there. And then I always like this Temperance. I think it was like 1990 when I first got these cards. And this was just, I just loved them all through my teenage years. Then the Tower, I have always loved this tower, how there's just nothing around it besides those two trees in the hill. And there's a star. And I know this isn't like the Pamela Colman Smith artwork, but this star still gives me the feeling of like growth and inspiration and looking into yourself and just what the star truly means. And I just really, really love it. The Moon. And this actually gives me the little bit of discomfort that the moon card always gives me and a little bit of anxiety. So it's like, as long as you know the meaning of the cards, you can really get through a reading with these. I wouldn't say like these would be for somebody new to tarot, and they were actually my first deck, but I don't know. I love the feeling from these cards, and I still think you get some of the same meaning from them, even though they are totally different. Here's the beautiful sun with the rainbows, and he's smiling. Judgment. Okay, so this has always been one of my favorite visions since I saw these cards first. I love this world card. And I know that it's a little bit more sad than the Pamela Colman Smith artwork or most world cards, but I do like that it makes me think of an ending and then it's time to begin something new. So I don't know. I actually would love to get this like blown up and just hang this up on a wall. I just love it. Okay, so this is where we're going to get a little faster. These are just um, pick cards, and it's just basically going to be 6 batons. And it does go back to batons instead of wands. Okay, so then we have the valet of batons, knight of batons, queen of batons, king of batons, ace of swords. And they're just like, you have to go with the Marseille meanings for these. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people do not like these cards. A lot of people love them. I love them. They will always, always, always be one of my very, very favorite decks. I love the skies in these cards too. Just the skies and the colors and beautiful, even though they're very simple. So I may do a new video with these, or maybe I'll just do one when I get the book, about the book. But if you appreciate this video a little bit, please hit like and subscribe. So I would appreciate that. But yeah, this is a whole flip through of the Tarot of the Witches by Fergus Hall. And it is an excellent, excellent, in my opinion, an excellent deck.